What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. This is the Madison League Cup round number 3, and on the bottom we have Ethan. On the top we have Bobby, and like I said before, guys, this is a ton of videos we're gonna put out over this next week. We have like 11 rounds of Swizz, 4 rounds of cut, or 4 rounds of cut, and there's gonna be a lot of footage of Pokemon. We're gonna see a lot of interesting decks come out of here, which makes me so excited to see all these beautiful games. And like in game number 1, there is a top-down view of the game, and we're gonna see. Oh, it looks like a pack opening right now. What will Bobby get here? Oh, we see he does pull a Rowlet and nothing else. All right, but I mean, Rowlet, you know, whatever. You can't complain about Rowlet for sure. But that's funny to see a pack opening right there. There you go. If you like pack openings, well, there you just got one of Sun and Moon. So shout out to TNG for letting us have a pack opening on the stream. So, guys, we see that, Bobby, he is playing a Vileplume Decidueye deck. There's a Decidueye, an Oddish in hand. He is definitely playing that deck. There's no way around that. He is 100% playing the deck. And, oh, there's a person popping up on video. That was beautiful. That was a beautiful sight. So, here we go, guys. We see that Ethan is playing Volcanion. So, we're going to have a Volcanion versus a Decidueye Vileplume deck. So, see Bobby play a Sycamore, discard a bunch of resources, which you kind of have to, because all you've got is an Oddish in the act spot that could be knocked out by a Volcanion next turn. So we see Bobby put down 2 Rowlets. We see a Force Giant Plants, Trainer's Mail. Look at top regards of his deck. He does find a Floatstone. I mean, obviously, you're hoping for a Revitalizer, get back Dartrix and Decidueye that you just discarded, and start using Feather Arrow turn 1. And can Bobby find a turn 1 Vileplume? That is a big question here. So, see another Trainer's Mail. Look at the top cards of his deck. He finds an Ultra Ball, Lysander, and Sycamore. He could Ultra Ball, discard the Flowstone and a Grass Energy just to get like a Gloom out if he wants to go that route. But nope, gonna grab a Lysander and put it in his hand. I think I'd rather him not just grab anything and just let the Lysander just like get back in your deck so you have more cards to draw with. So we see a Flowstone to the active, and Seamus sending up 4 new cards. And what will Bobby find here? He does find a Revitalizer. Get put 2 Grass Pokemon back in his hand. We'll find a Decidueye and Dartrix. Okay. He does have a Love Ball to get a Gloom out. And that's going to be the end of his turn, though. Now, he will be able to retreat into like a Decidueye GX. Is not too scary to sit up, because Ethan won't really be able to take a knockout this turn. If he does, that would be insane. Like 100% insane if he knocks out a Decidueye GX. It has 240 HP. Yeah, I mean, I think you're fine here. You let your Decidueye maybe take a hit. We'll see Feather Arrow to the active. And a pass on an E this turn. But still, Bobby had a great turn 1. He got down a Decidueye. He got down a Gloom. Rowlet, and we see Ethan immediately counter with a a Skyfield. And let's see what Ethan does here. He does have a Skylug, gonna search his deck. Okay, there's an Ultra Ball. And let's see what does he get with this Ultra Ball. He can looks like he can Ultra Ball, discard a Hax Maniac and a Sycamore. He could grab a Hoopa, use Scoundering, search for like okay, yep, there's a Scoundering. Okay, gonna search for 3 new EX Pokemon, which can grab like double Volcanion and a Shaman, but nope, there is a Rayquaza all of a sudden. It's a Rayquaza, Shaman, and a Rayquaza coming down. So all of a sudden we switched decks. We thought Ethan was playing to have Volcanion deck because the Volcanion was in the active spot, but instead we're going to have a Mega Rayquaza versus a Decidueye game. So we see a Shaman come down, going to set up. I can't really see his hand, so I'm not sure how many he has. Bullstone to the active. And can Ethan find a way to knock out the Decidueye? He actually can do that turn 1. He's already Skylar for the Ultra Ball. Can he do anything outside of that? That is a big mystery. He's going to VSC for Hex, put that in his hand, and we'll see a pass on to Bobby's turn. Now, Bobby has a Force of Giant Plants, counter that Skyfield. He's got a Grass Energy to the active, and he's got a Sycamore, discard a Grass, and a Lysander, getting 7 new cards in his hand. Can he find a Vileplume? I see a Vileplume in hand. I see a Decidueye as well. Outside of that, nothing too much. Either way, I think you put down Vileplume, you turn on the Irritated Pollen, you put 20 on the Volcanion X, most likely. You could put on the Rayquaza, but either way, you hit the Shoe Shot the Rayquaza, so you're fine. And looks like he is, hold on, he's got a Feather Arrow to the active, and And then he's going to use Hollow Hunt this turn. Yep, there you go. Flips over his thing. And let's see what 3 cards he gets into his hand with this Hollow Hunt. Let's see. He's going to find probably a Lysander. Force Giant Plants. Okay, that's a good card right there. We see a Lysander. Maybe he's trying to contemplate what does he grab here. Does he have a Dartrix in discard pile? Okay, I'm not sure what cards it was. Alright, but on to Eat this turn. Gonna draw a card. And let's see what he does here. Now, he does have a Lysander, so you could bring up the Hoopa, get it stuck in the active spot. But I think either way, you bring up like the Rayquaza and you start using Razorleaf for 90. You put the pressure on a Rayquaza for sure. And let's see what Ethan does here. Does he find a DCE, a Mega Rayquaza? We'll see a Hax Maniac come into play. Double Puzzle, get 2 cards out of his discard pile, grabbing a Skyfield and an Ultra Ball. Okay. Gonna put down the Skyfield, which I don't think you do right now. I definitely think you hold on to the Skyfield. So that way you can use it to search for more Pokemon. We know that Bobby grabbed a Forest of Giant Plants, so Bobby will immediately be able to counter this. And he's Hex, so you can't like use Hoopa. He can't really Scoundrelling right now because he's under Hex Lock. So yeah, gonna grab a Shaman, which he cannot use right now. I mean, he can. We're gonna see Shaman come down, and yeah. He played the Shaman, so he can't do anything about it. And we'll see a pass on a Bobby's turn, and that's very unfortunate. We see a Revitalizer come down, which does work, because Hex is in play right now. We'll see a Dartrix coming down. We'll see a Decidueye come down. No, 4 Giant Plants, then Decidueye. He does have a DC to the active, and I think you just Lysander up Rayquaza and just hit it for 90, but nope. Gonna bring a Shaman EX and hit that for 90 instead. It does allow you to feather it for a knockout next turn. So Razorleaf for 90. And on the Eat this turn, he's in big trouble right now. He's under this under Vileplume Log. And there's this, okay, he does hit a Sycamore anyway. So Sycamore, discard his hand, draw 7 new cards. And let's see what 7 new cards does he find. Does he find a Mega Rayquaza, DCE? If you find the DCE, you actually Sky Return here. Just get a Shaman at the Axe spot and kind of make Bobby's like Lysander useless. Which is actually really good. I think that's what you do if you find a DCE. So, nope, just going to Mega Evolve onto Bobby's turn. Now, Bobby does find another Force of Giant Plants, counter that. He does have a Feather Arrow to the active he can use. He has a Grass Energy attachment, which is Decidueye GX. And you got to think Bobby is in a commanding lead right now. He's going to put both players at 6 new cards. And can Bobby find a 1-1-1 Decidueye line? If he does, that would be insane. Being able to triple Feather Arrow on the turn is really nice. Putting 60 on the field, plus that Razorleaf is 150. It doesn't really hit too many numbers, but it does put down a lot of damage on your opponent's side of the field. So, both players will find 6 new cards. Bobby will immediately be able to take a knockout. He does find a Rowlet. Going to put that down. He'll be able to use Feather Arrow to the active for the knockout. Going down to 4 prize cards. Okay. He finds a Tauros. Okay. We'll see Mega Rayquaza, we'll see Feather Arrow to the active, and then a Razorleaf most likely. And yeah, that's what we're going to see. Bring it up to 110 damage. Okay. So on to Eat this turn. Going to draw a card, and now he's in trouble. There's a Steam Up discarding a Fire Energy. Okay. Skyfield, get rid of the Force of Giant Plants. It is the Battle of the Stadium Wars. And we'll see a Jirachi come down. Ultra Ball, which you cannot use because Vileplume is in play right now. And we'll see a pass on it. Okay, yeah, it's not going great for Ethan right now. Bobby's doing fantastic. There's a DC to the Tauros. We'll see double Feather Arrow to the active plus a Razorleaf for the knockout. Going down to 2 prize cards. Yep. And we'll see a Razorleaf for the knockout. 12, 13, yep. Hold on. That's 9, 10, 11. Okay, no, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. He had a knockout either way. I'm just bad at math. So, Jirachi will take 20 damage from the Feather Arrows. Okay. We'll see Stardust probably be able to activate. I mean, does Ethan have an energy? He did discard last turn with his Steam Up. But the Steam Up allowed him to draw into the Jirachi. So, we'll see VS Seeker, which he can't play because of Irritated Pollen. Okay. And you can see Ethan's whole game plan is thrown off because of Vileplume play. We're going to see Ethan concede this game saying, you know what, there's really no way I can win this. I don't have energy. I can't Stardust. And even if he did start us, Bobby can double Feather to the active, bring it up to 60, and then next turn Feather again to knock out the Jirachi and just put a lot of pressure on Ethan for sure. But there we go, that's game number 1. This is best 2 out of 3, guys, and we're going to see what happens in game number 2. Ethan will go first. There's no way about it. You definitely want to go first in this best 2 out of 3 situation, especially against Decidueye and Vileplume. You want to be able to use your Ultra Balls, your Spirit Links, and get set up as quickly as possible before your opponent gets down that Vileplume. So both players are going to give a cut, and we're going to see what happens in game number 2. This is round number 3 of the Madison League Cup, and let's see, does Ethan find a way to get a Mega Rayquaza out ASAP? And he actually has a mulligan, and Bobby will start a Tauros GX. Now, Tauros is always very, very scary. Like, you can swing into it, and if you don't take a knockout, well, then you gotta worry about Rage, which can do a ton of damage back to you, and makes the matchup very interesting against a lot of decks like Volcanion and stuff like that. But we'll see Ethan find 7 new cards. Does he find a good turn 1 or not? Can he get a Mega Rayquaza powered up ASAP? We'll see both players put down 6 prize cards, and let's see what happens in game number 2. See, Ethan unfortunately starts with the Shaman EX. Oh no, but he does find an Ultra Ball, just kind of license in a puzzle of time, which will grab him a Hoopa, use Scoundrel, and search for 3 new EX Pokemon. Alright, so Ethan's having a better start, grabbing Rayquaza, a Volcanion, and a Shaman. Now you might be thinking, why is he playing Volcanion? That seems crazy. Well, with Volcanion, you can steam up, put a Fire to your discard pile, then a Mega Turbo onto your field. So DC to Rayquaza, we'll see a Shaman setup, it looks like for 5. Okay, it was for 4. We see a Spirit Link going down to Rayquaza. We will see a Mega Rayquaza coming down. And we might just see a pass. Yep, pass from Ethan on a Bobby's turn. So Bobby has a Rowlet. He's got a Train as well. Look at top regards of his deck. He finds a Flowstone, Ultra Ball, and a Forest of Giant Plants. Which one is more valuable to him? The Forest or the Ultra Ball? He is going to grab a Forest, which probably means he has an Ultra Ball already in hand if you opted to go with the Forest of Giant Plants instead. If you don't have an Ultra Ball to do a Shaman, to start Shaman looping or something, then you definitely grab the Ultra Ball here. So, I don't actually see a Shaman in hand. So we're going to see a Love Ball to grab a Rowlet. I mean, Dartrix most likely. He could go Gloom here. But I think going... Okay, yeah, I'm going to go Gloom instead. Okay, so grab Gloom. It looks like he wants to try to get a turn with Vileplume ASAP. Which, if you watch my videos from the couple days before to Decidueye, you definitely want to get down your attacker first and then get down Vileplume. So we'll see. Put a DC to the active. He does have Lugia, which I don't think you can. It doesn't. I don't think you put it down here. I think you just Sycamore, discard your hand, draw 70 cards. Because you put down Lugia, that's one less spot to put down like a Rowlet or Shamans. But he will put down a Lugia. Sycamore, discard his hand, find 7 new cards. And he does have a turn 1 Vileplume. There's a Train as well, look at top cards of his deck. He finds a Revitalizer, which is going to help out a lot because now he can Revitalizer for that Gloom instead of Ultra Balling for it. Alright, so oh no, that's not a Revitalizer. That was a Flowstone. That was I'm dumb. I'm out, guys. I'm out. I thought it was a Revitalizer. I really thought it was a Revitalizer, but it was a Flowstone. I apologize. So Bobby will Flowstone that Oddish. He's got a Love Ball. There's a Rowlet coming down. Okay. There's a Love Ball for a Gloom. I mean, will he discard and DCE at something else to get a Vileplume turn 1? It's not too bad. You do shut down your opponent just a little bit. They can't use item cards anymore, so they can't Ultra Ball. Does he Ultra Ball discard a Grass and a DCE? So Ultra Ball, yep, discarding those 2. He will grab a turn 1 Vileplume, and we're going to see, will this pay off? We will see a Horn Attack for 60, and he will be able to 2-shot this Shaman, which is nice. But if even can top deck a DCE, he can Sky Turn to promote the Rayquaza, and then potentially knock out the Tauros in one hit, because Rayquaza can do like a billion damage. So on to Ethan's turn, going to draw a card. Does he find a DC to Sky Turn this turn? Nope, going to put a Fire Touch on the bench, Rayquaza, and we're going to see a pass, most likely onto Bobby's turn. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to see here. let's see. What does... Okay, yep, pass on to Bobby's turn. Now, if you're Bobby, I don't think you play in right now. You definitely just, like, hold your hand. You find a DCE. There's a Rowlet. You put a DC on the Lugia, and that way you can maybe airball the Rayquaza next turn if needed. And I think you just Horn Attack. Oh, no, or second one. That's fine, too. So, second one, discard his hand, draw 7 new cards. Does he find a Dartrix plus a Decidueye? Dartrix, there's a Decidueye, okay. He get Feather Arrow, put 20... Oh, the Mega Rayquaza, maybe? Either way, if your opponent attacks you with Mega Rayquaza, you can just Mad Bull GX on to immediately knock it out, which is not a bad thing at all. So we see a Horn Attack for 60, okay. We'll see a Shaman EX come up, maybe? Can Ethan take a knockout? Nope, gonna put that Shaman. Gonna draw a card, and this could go downhill quickly for Ethan. We'll see a Fire Gym attached to Volcanion. We'll see another pass on a Bobby's turn. Okay. Bobby does have another Horn Attack he can use. There's a Grass Energy Decidueye. He does have 3 DCs in play. One in discard pile, one in his one in discard pile, 2 on the field. We see a Sycamore discard his hand, draw 7 new cards. He finds another Decidueye, another Dartrix, Decidueye, and he has a DC for next turn. So what can happen is he can double Feather Arrow to the bench for Rayquaza, bring it up to 60, and he can Horn Attack again for 60, and man, yeah, I mean, it's pretty much game over for Ethan here. I think Bobby does have this sealed up. There's a DC to be active. We will see a Sky Return for 30. And now he's going to promote the Hoopa on a Bobby's turn. Going to draw a card. But Bobby will be able to double Feather Arrow to the bench Rayquaza, hit it for 40, and swing for another Mad Bull. Not Mad Bull, a Horn Attack for 60. And man, I mean, that Rayquaza is going to have 100 damage on it this turn. We'll see a Horn Attack for 60. Ethan's going to draw a card. I mean, what can Ethan do? I mean, Bobby got the turn with Vileplume and was able to set up 2 Decidueyes under his own item log. Oh my goodness. All right. So let's see. What does Ethan do? I mean, I kind of think it's almost like game over. I mean, Ethan can maybe take a knockout on the Tauros, but since he has a Decidueye powered up with a DC and a Grass Energy, he's able to knock out the Rayquaza immediately the following turn if Ethan does attack with the Rayquaza this turn. Yeah, things are looking great for Bobby. So Bobby will draw a card, okay. He will be able to double Feather Arrow that bench Rayquaza again, bring it up to 140 damage, okay. Alright, and we'll see a Horn Attack for another 60. Okay, so on Ethan's turn, I mean, you got to think right now it's Bobby. Just Decidueye Vileplume is just overpowering this Rayquaza deck. Rayquaza can take down the Vileplume deck pretty easily if it gets an amazing turn 1 setup, which we almost saw Ethan do, but he missed a supporter card, which did hurt him a lot. So, I mean, he can pass again, he can retreat and attack. Yep, gonna pass on to Bobby's turn. Bobby can double Feather the bench Rayquaza, bring it up to 180 damage, and the next turn take a knockout. Right now it does have 12, 13, 14, 140, plus 40 is 180. Then another one, nope, just going to license and bring it up. Double Feather the Hoopa, which doesn't knock it out. It only should have 160 HP. But now with the Rage Leaf, he'll be able to knock it out. Oh, no, he's got a Mad Bull GX for the knockout, doing 90 damage, which is the same as much as a Rage Leaf. Oh, he actually can't retreat the Tauros because it has DC only attached to it. And we'll see Bobby take this game pretty easily. And there we go, guys. See Bobby showing off his B-Drill for some reason. I don't know what was behind that. But there we go. Bobby will take this game 2-0, beating the Mega Rayquaza deck. This is the Madison League Cup round number 3. And guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. Alrighty, bye. Alright guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our 3 sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokemon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty.